Getting set for the third quarter here at Palmdale High School. The East in red about to kick off to the West in blue. West and East tied at 6 apiece, and this second half is underway. Let's see what develops here. And that's a live football, and you see how well schooled these players are to just dive on the ball. Ina fell on it, didn't want to risk a turnover. So the West with pretty good starting field position. I was really impressed with a couple defensive players for the West. Need to point them out. Anthony Garcia, number 90 from North Oxnard, and Henri Benoit, number 25. They were all over the field.
Yeah, number 90 coming off the edge, Anthony Garcia, with that first step quickness, making disruption this entire morning for the Red All-Stars. Been doing a great job getting in the backfield, making tackles, and Ben Wall on the back end, number 25, playing linebacker, sometimes on the back end at safety, sideline to sideline. Disruptive player. He's been doing that all season, and he's fun to watch.
Folks, watch Ryan Gillum in that offensive line. He really gets off the ball quickly. And one of the reasons they're able to run it with Pajic, a couple yards. Second down, and I'll call it 7. He got 3 there. Of course, Pajic had that 39-yard touchdown gallop, replaced by Ina. Ina trying to bounce off of one tackle, but the Red Stars are there. These red defensive stars run to the football pretty well, too. We're just talking about the West, but the East gets a nice job there from Roberto Paladinas. Third down. That was a loss of a couple. It's third down and 9.
Yeah, these guys for the East, they gang tackle. Paladinas, you get Wilson in the backfield. These guys gang tackle. They've been disruptive. It's been tough for these guys to establish that line of scrimmage with these athletes for the Red All-Stars.
Henry Borges at quarterback. And Henry's looking to throw the ball. Beautiful throw down the field, incomplete. One hung up there a little bit, but it was well delivered. Wanted Daniel Malden, the tight end. I like the way Borges, under duress, scrambled out of the pocket and laid that out there.
Yeah, it showed good pocket presence on that play. Escaping the pocket, getting to the outside, keeping his eyes down the football field to find Malden. He just got tripped up with the other cornerback on the outside. A great job by the quarterback.
See if they target Robert Dixon or if indeed they punt. Looks like they are going to punt again. Thought maybe they'd look for Dixon, who has blazing speed, and he was in the slot. They do punt it away. Again, all these players are taught to cover the football. That's just good coaching. We'll see what the East can do with their first possession of the third quarter. That, again, was the intelligent work of Tyler Corbett. We've seen him do some good things on the field today. It'll be first down from the 35-yard line for the East. On a cold morning in Palmdale. Again, it'll be TJ at quarterback, TJ Cataldi. See if they can get the offense going. Their touchdown makers out there as well. Dylan Kelly, number 21. Those two players wearing the concussion helmets. This is Kelly. It's easy to detect them with those big helmets. And he slammed down for a loss. Fabulous defense by the West. Like Isaac Vasquez, the linebacker.
And the one thing you like from your linebackers is somebody who can pull that trigger and slip blocks and make a decisive decision to get into the backfield. And Aragon, he does that the entire season. He comes from the North Oxnard Warriors. Tremendous athlete.
Yeah, Vasquez and Aragon both in there. Second down. Jet sweep won't work. Donovan Fisher carried it, and he had no chance. Alvery was there. Caleb Alvery. What a hit.
You know, Randy, we're seeing some tremendous hits and some just great technical and sound football play. Alvery does just that. Gets off, sheds his block, and gets into the backfield to stop Donovan Fisher on that sweep toss to the outside.
Third down and 16. 6-6 tie. Deep pitch, no chance again. Off the edge. Joshua Fuentes. Just too tough, unblockable. You are seeing some hard hitting today in Palmdale. I am so impressed with Fuentes.
Fuentes was close to the line of scrimmage. This Bantam West defense, they like to put their defensive line down and put their linebackers close to the line of scrimmage and blitz them so they can get into the backfield to make that disruption and not allow this offense to get going. Fuentes gets back there, knifes through, and does a great job on that tackle.
The dangerous Chase Martin has dropped back. It's fourth down and very long. Very nice punt. Hera returning it. Roland Hera.
Heron's really quick. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he's really shifty. That first step is what you really like about his game. Great in short areas, but he can go north-south very quickly and nearly breaks this one. Almost goes to the house.
First down at the 32-yard line, and Bantam West into East Territory on that return. Caden Parr, 17 in at quarterback. Pajic. Trevor really, again, gets to point of attack so quickly.
Pagic's been doing that all season long. Give credit to the offensive line. They're starting to do a good job. Work well together. Get Pajic that room to get down.
Second down and 4. Ina to the 25, 2.5 yards short of the first down.
It's another good stop by the defense. Pajic hit it outside on that first down play. Second down, the Red All-Stars had done a great job on that defense. Give credit to Ina. Gave the handoff to him. That defense doing a good job being stout. Their linebackers fast-flowing as well.
First back throw. And on the dive, looks like West is about a yard short. Pajic with the carry. It's fourth down and a yard and a half, maybe even closer to 2 yards needed. So they're obviously going to go for it here in a 6-6 tie with 5:10 to play in the third quarter. Rapidly moving third quarter with Ralph Brown. I'm Randy Rosenblum. Glad you're with us. Pacific Youth Football, as good as it gets with these 10 and 11-year-olds, and another first down run for Pajic right up the middle. Sebastian Delgado with a fabulous block up front.
He takes great angles on his blocks, and that's what sprung Pajic on that touchdown, 39 yards up the gut, that quick handoff. When Pajic gets it, he hits it very quickly, and at times, as a defender, you don't see him coming. And at that play, he got 6 yards on the play for the first down.
First down at the 20-yard line of the Bantam East All-Stars. Of course, the East in red and the West in blue. And it's going to be the theme all day today here at Falcon Stadium, Palmdale, California. So thrilled you're on hand to watch youth football. Reddick's another player that's played well today for the West. Solid player. All right, it's first down at the 20-yard line. See if the West Stars can get their first lead of the game. Not this time. East defense standing tall. Peyton White sifting through to make the hit. Peyton White, second-year All-Star. Loves football, basketball, and track. Loss of 2, it's second down and a dozen. Ina on the counter, covered it after dropping it back at the 25-yard line. Again, a smart play. When you drop it like that, you just want to cover the football, not risk the turnover.
Yeah, that's smart by him. And you look at the East All-Stars, they're putting everybody on that line of scrimmage to try to get into the backfield very quickly, and Devin Wilson did just that. Slips his block and gets into the backfield. Great hand fighting and a battle up front this entire game so far.
Third down and 15. Not an easy down and distance to overcome. And not when you have a defense like this. Once again, Peyton White, what a series of downs. Now there's a late flag after the play. Could be even a sideline warning. But how about Peyton White? That's a highlight reel for Peyton.
Well, what a player Peyton White is at 4'8", 80 pounds. Very athletic, and he gets into the backfield. He loves the game of football and plays. He's like a fire sparker. Gets his team, galvanizes his teammates, got into the backfield on that play, made that tackle for a huge second down stop in this critical play.
3:41. The clock is stopped here in the third. It remains 6 apiece. That's what our numbers were at halftime. It was a sideline warning. On the East, no damage there, just a warning again, so it's third down and long. A high snap. It's a good throw there. Better coverage, and guess who's in coverage? Paladinas again. Oh, that kid's good too, Roberto Paladinas. Quick throw there from Caden Parr to get that one out quickly to Aiden Flaherty. But again, Paladinas with a terrific defensive play.
Well, yeah, he sniffed that out from that linebacker position. Good job. Very smart player and very skilled. Has a nice knack to know where the football is going. Makes that tackle, and he's going to be a good one.
Ball goes over on downs. Eastern Stars have it. Let's see if they can break through in this 6-6 deadlock. Kelly has room at the 34-yard line. Dylan Kelly again having a wonderful day. Roland Harrow with the stop. Gain of close to 6 yards for Kelly, who's been piling up the yardage this afternoon. Morning has turned into the afternoon here. Sun shining brightly. Kelly again on the counter. First down across the 40 to the 45-yard line. We have a football star emerging, and his name is Dylan Kelly.
Well, Kelly's been playing this season for the Santa Clarita Chiefs. Been doing plays like that, getting downhill very quickly. He's been breaking out runs this entire season, large gains. Get the ball in his hands. He's going to find daylight and move the chains for you.
Tyler Corbett, number 16, checks in. Poindexter goes out. Same play, near side, Kelly, no chance. Joshua Fuentes, number 10, who's been so splendid today on defense in blue. You just look at him, he's a wide, body, well-built young man, and he is driven.
Well, he does a good job right there, just holding that edge, great at the point of attack, not letting the ball get outside of him. Nice technique, nice sound, nice conventional play for the tackle for loss.
Loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Pass a little high to the near side for Jaden Radke. First time we've called Jaden's name. He plays in Palmdale for the Falcons. Running back, wide receiver. Naturally a fierce competitor. Guy just belongs on the gridiron. 3rd down, 15. Inside of 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 6-6 tie. And the pitch. Bouncing outside is Carmel Crunk. Nice run. Carmel's brought some fans here today. A loud, thunderous round of applause for Carmel Crunk.
Well, when you need some positive gains, just toss it outside to Carmel Crunk, and they call him Hulk Smash, a physical player. Outside, he got a good block off the edge. He read that well and bounced it to put the Red All-Stars in possible 4th down range to convert the chains at 4th and 7.
Crunk with a positive play. See if they can convert here. They'll run it. No chance. That's just too good defensively. Team in blue run into the ball. Jacob Aragon led the charge. That guy Fuentes was around the ball again. What a terrific defensive stand by Bantam West.
Oh, they did a great job getting in the backfield. They all slipped their blocks, but on the snap of the ball, they had great get-off, and the hallmark of a great defense is ball pursuit. And they get into the backfield, gain tackle, make a play on that 4th down stop for the tackle for loss.
Inside of a minute to play in the 3rd, Bantam West takes over at the 43-yard line of the red-clad Eastern Stars. Incomplete in the flat. Borges with the pass.
If you want to get some positive yards against the Red All-Stars of the East, you're going to have to get it to the outside, and that's what Borges is trying to do. Get it to the outside. Borges, get it to your athletes so they can make hay in open space.
Flaherty on the outside, also wearing 21, so there's a couple of 21s in there. Ina put it on the ground. That was a terrific strip of the football by the defense.
I think it was D'Angelo Davis that just came up with this football. D'Angelo Davis plays defensive end.
Ball did not go over on downs. They never signaled it to the Eastern Stars, so the West retains. 3rd down and about 13 to go, and the officials still have not organized the play, so they blow it dead. Inside of a half minute to play in the quarter. They're still conferring. Again, the lead guy is Charles Cameron. He's been doing this for 27 years and done a very nice job overseeing matters today. These are primarily 10 and 11-year-old young men who are learning the game. And also, you love the versatility, Ralph, of they play so many positions.
Yeah, and there's so many athletes out here, well coached, and they all love the game of football.
On 3rd and 13. Borges scrambling. No chance. He did a great job of trying to get out of the pocket. But Peyton White, who in this second half has been a monster on defense, he's just taken over the game.
He's doing a great job, and I want to point out that second effort. Borges did a good job eluding White and a couple defenders and trying to get to the outside, and Peyton White with that motor and hustle chases him down and brings him down for the sack. What a tremendous athlete that Peyton White is.
Be 4th down and long, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The 4th quarter is coming up next. 4th quarter action in Palmdale, a 6-6 tie. It's going to start with a West punt. So the East is going to get the football in a very dramatic game and a well-played game. Hotly contested. East got the early lead 6-0, and the West able to get the equalizing score. And a flag called. Ball was never brought in, and then there was contact, so we are going to have a penalty. And this should improve the field position of the red-clad Bantam East All-Stars. Well, you hate to see that kind of contact in the open field.
Yeah, that was tough. You know, when you think the punt returner is going to go for the ball. And then he backs out. There's somebody running down. You're going to jump down and try to knife in there and get the football. What was the penalty? They hit helmet to helmet and he didn't touch the football.
Takes it out to the 41-yard line. So indeed it is improved field position for Bantam East. Well, one would think the next touchdown of the game could be the game winner in this 6-6 draw. We shall see. Tonight, Thomas comes out on the field, number 1. Jaden Ratke, number 81, out there as well. Crunk, number 13. Carmel's been very good all game long. And this is Crunk. And Crunk's going to reverse it to Murphy, and Murph is running down the sideline. Out of Burbank High, played for the Burbank Vikings green. Murph with quite a run.
What a creative play call at the perfect time. What a slow developing play. Didn't think this play was going to be able to make it around the outside with Anthony Garcia barreling down, but Murphy gets the reverse, turns on those Jets with nice blocks out in front for a big gain.
Takes it all the way down to the Bantam West 46-yard line. And they may try a reverse. No, not this time. Crunk will keep it. Crunk to the 44 and in the open field. You cannot tackle any better than that. I mean to tell you, that was a splendid defensive effort by Jacob Poley. Oh, what a play by Poley.
Tackling in the open field is very tough, especially when you got a guy like Carmel Crunk, who's a hammerhead. Call him Smash Pumpkin. And when he gets to the outside, Poley does a good job going low and taking out the leg of the big bruising running back.
That's as good an effort in the open field as you'll see at any level by Poley. And again, the defense standing tall, making plays, not allowing Kenai Thomas to do anything. They've been solid all afternoon long. Caleb Alvery with the stop. Boy, they've been able to hunker down the blue-clad Stars on defense. It's a very good offense they're up against, and Crunk into the middle of the line. Anthony Garcia holding him down to the ground. Garcia with another tackle. Roland Hara was there as well. It'll be 4th down and 9.
Well, it's been tough, Randy. It's the 4th quarter right now, and we got 9 minutes left. And it's been a war of the trenches. Points have come at a premium this morning, and look at the Red All-Stars. They're trying to muster up something, a couple big play calls. But this 4th down, we'll see what happens right here.
Thomas will hand it off to Crunk, who in turn gives it to Murph, and here he goes again, running wide, but this time the blue shirts are there en masse. Well, it fooled him the first time, but not the second time. Palmdale running to the football.
He's been doing a great job, and it's so fun to watch when you see all these athletic all-stars on both teams, and you see these plays break out. Most of the times when these teams play, these players, they can break it out during the season. When you're playing against different all-stars, you have guys just as fast as you, and they can get outside to the edge as well. It's fun to watch all these athletes on this football field today.
Well, the ball's at the 50-yard line, and suddenly it's the West in blue with an opportunity. You talked about it. We're inside of 9 minutes left. This is really the prime of the football game. It's money time. These all-stars are all accustomed to winning. Flag is out. Oniana Benechea is in that offensive line. Atone Oniana Benechea. He wears number 88, very solid player. Delay a game will cost him 5. It'll be a first down and 15 for Bantam West. I'll run it. No gain.
Well, Bantam East is going to put everyone on that line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the ball and dare you to rush the football against them. They're stout up front, and they haven't passed the ball much this afternoon down the football field to their wide receivers. Right now might be a time for that.
Well, they worked Trevor Pajic there, and that time not able to get loose. Another short gain on the belly series, and that defense doing a nice job. Alvery had no running room in the middle, and it's third down and 14.
Well, that's another great job by Hines. That defensive tackle right there next to the ball. Great get off. Gets into the backfield and stops Pajic on that play. Great condition. Great condition. He's a leader on his team and a leader out here on the football field today.
Quick pitch. Again, the defense too good. You cannot do it any better than that defensively. Pajic turned upfield, and when he looked up, Luke Thomas was waiting for him.
On that defensive play, none of the defensive linemen and linebackers on the line of scrimmage had their hands in the dirt. Once that ball snapped, they got a good get off and got into the backfield. Didn't allow Bantam West to muster up anything on this series.
Dominic Smith's going to come off. He's not going to return. In his place is Tyler Corbett to bring back the punt. Let's see if that strategy pays off. Clock is running with 6.5 minutes to play in a 6-6 tie. As far as I know, years gone by, if it ends in a tie, it will be a tie. There won't be sudden death. It's an all-star game. Don't have to worry about overtime. And a flag is out. On the punting play, Ethan Goldberg took off downfield. Having a little fun, Ethan.
Yeah,
an extra wind sprint.
Just a little confusion for him on the play. Anxious, wanted to get down there, make a play.
Can never fault that kind of effort. Really doesn't hurt the football team either. They're in a good spot to punt it. Well, the Corbett's going to stay away from the ball. So from the 39-yard line, Bantam East has it. 5:54 to play. Possessions now at a premium. Got to think at some point, got to go back to Dylan Kelly. Kelly wears number 21, and he is out there. Got that concussion helmet along with his quarterback, TJ Cataldi. And on cue, it is Kelly for only 2. But the coaches saw what we've seen up here, Ralph, that Kelly's been spectacular today.
Oh, he's that breakout runner. He's the guy that can get downhill really quickly. Great vision, and Brandon Fields has been blocking for him as well. See what they do on this series.
Cataldi's throwing it. Broken up at the last possible instance. Jacob Aragon, a magnificent play to break that up, and it looked like it was going to be a completion.
Yeah, nice job by Aragon. Being patient, letting him come out into the flat and letting Cataldi throw this ball up and covering his man perfectly on the defensive side of the ball. He's been doing stuff like that all season. Smart player, intelligent, understands the game of football very well, and does his responsibility to the T.
3rd down and 8. Peek at the clock tells us there's 5:16 to play. They'll run it. And Bantam West holds its ground. No running room at all for Crunk. Aragon was in on the stop. Benoit was there as well.
We talked about Benoit earlier. He's been making plays this entire morning. And that defensive line, he has a lot of volume, very athletic, and he's making it tough for the East All-Stars right now in their possible last series of the game.
4th down play. Defense came offside. Still going to make it 4th down, but now it'll be 4th down and 3. Will Carmel Crunk see the football, number 13? It's a play fake. Thomas cannot get out of harm's way. Chase Henkel got there, made the play, and the ball goes over on downs. What a play by Chase.
Yeah, give a good job to him. He maintains the play, keeps it inside, holds his shoulder, makes a nice job on Thomas, who's very elusive. It's tough to tackle Thomas in the open field. He's been making people miss this entire season with his quick shiftiness, and Hinkle on the critical 4th down comes up with a big stop to get the West the ball back.
Well, in the final 4 minutes, the West in blue has it. Trying to pull out the game. West takes the timeout with 4:01 to play. Ina is the deep back. And it will be a climactic finish. First down from the 45-yard line. Ina for a couple. Well, the clock a factor. Inside of 4 minutes. Will we have a tie? Will the blue win? Will the red win? It's all up for grabs. I want to follow Sebastian Delgado, that fine left tackle. And that's where they run. Delgado lays out a great block, and Ina follows it. Close to a first down.
And that's the way you want to start your series off. Nice couple of plays. Ina with good blocks on that offensive line, getting great angles, creating some confidence for your offense. Now we're in third and manageable.
Of course, it's 4-down territory, so they have 2 downs to pick up 2 yards. But the right side of the offensive line went early. That hurts.
And sometimes you get a little anxious, rush up to the line of scrimmage, you want to snap it quickly to get your blocks. That right side just jumped too soon right there. Puts the West in third and 7.
Pajic had no chance. That's just terrific defense. Devin Wilson got there in a heartbeat. What a play by Devin.
Yeah, he's so big, strong, and fast, and he has a great get-off on the play. He's a nightmare for opposing offenses. Been doing that this entire season. Nice fluid athlete, gets into the backfield at the right time to put the West on the 4th and long.
Flag from the far sideline came out. One would think this is some kind of sideline warning again, and I think that's going to be the indication. Earlier there was one on the east. This is a sideline warning to the west. Again, I want to thank everyone involved with the PYFL, the Pacific Youth Football League. Great accommodations today at Palmdale. They've been exceedingly nice. Very organized group. And they've put together quite a Bantam football game. This is going to be a kick on 4th down and 11. Peyton White trying to return it. Good coverage. Minute 56 to play for the East All-Stars. Well, Ralph, put on your thinking cap. I'll make you the offensive coordinator here. You've seen the East all day. What do they do?
Well, they got to go back to Pajic. Pajic's been the guy who got up on the inside for that long touchdown. Get creative. Those reverses have worked as well. They've done a good job running the football. See if they can get the ball to their perimeter athletes and get some splash plays within this 2 minutes.
One would think Carmel Crunk has an opportunity to see the football, number 13. Carmel's been very good, made some big plays early. Final 95 seconds. It's Kelly. Dylan Kelly. Oh, he nearly broke it out to the 40. We talked about Crunk. They have Crunk and Kelly in that backfield together.
Yeah, both of those guys are very dangerous and lethal. You have Crunk, the physical back, can get downfield very quickly, but Kelly's been the guy, shifty, get the ball in his hands. When he sees daylight, he's going to give you positive yards like that, and nearly sprung it on that play.
Thunder and lightning back there with Kelly and Crunk. Clock is running, though. We're inside of a minute. They have to move. Got to get these plays called. In a 6-6 draw. Kelly again to the 50. He's in to Bantam West territory at the 48. It's a first down. They move the sticks with 44.4 to play. And a timeout taken by Bantam East. Wow, we've seen some tremendous play from Kelly today.
He's been a great job. And on these couple of plays, give credit to the offensive line. They've been creating a nice surge, getting the nice lanes, getting up to the second level on those linebackers. And when Kelly sees daylight, he's going to make hay. And he's been doing that on this series with those quick runs, his physicality, making yards after contact as well.
So first down. Now, it's not easy to score, because certainly the West defense has been great all day. They won't give up anything deep, you would think, so everything is going to come underneath. And it's really hard to matriculate 49 yards in less than a minute. But there's some athletes out there that are fully capable of doing so. You got D'Angelo Davis in the backfield, number 32. He can really run. Talk so much about Carmel Crunk, Kelly, Kenai Thomas. That's the makeup of that backfield. But they need one big play. Now they're going to bring on Kaylani Crunk. She'll snap the ball. Ball's on the ground. It's just dropped there. Smartly, Thomas falls on it, but that will cost him a timeout. They take the timeout here. 37.6 seconds left. In fact, taking the timeout was the West. They want to get the ball back.
Yeah, you want to make sure you preserve some time if you can. Get the ball back. If you're on defense, also, if you're the West, you want to strip and try and see if you can get a turnover to get a last-second score in this game. It's been wire-to-wire and tough to get first downs and tough to get into the end zone this entire morning. It's going to come down to these last waning seconds of 37.
Well, we don't see a lot of ties in football anymore. It happens occasionally when you have inclement weather and games are tied. Or there was a case recently in high school football where the game ended up in a tie because of darkness. But at the All-Star level, when games end up in a tie, of course, there's no real reason to break the deadlock because these All-Stars are thrilled about their individual performances and are thrilled to be on hand. It's a second down play. Davis won't be able to get upfield, but he does break one tackle. Does a nice job of taking it down to the 45-yard line. D'Angelo Davis. He loved his effort. Clock is running. Supposed to be running, but it's not. The official's waving to start the clock, and it still shows 27.6 seconds. And now it begins. Third down. If they don't get going, this game's going to end. They do take a timeout with 20 seconds left. A little bit of confusion there with the young boys wanting to go to the line and the coaches trying to get that play called in from the sideline. How about that effort from D'Angelo Davis? Looked like he was going to lose 5 or 6, ended up making 5 or 6.
Oh, he did a tremendous job getting out to the edge, and he's a big barreling type running back, and does a good job with the stiff arm, breaks the tackle, gets a positive gain, and gains 6 more yards after being in the backfield at that initial contact to keep his team with their hopes to possibly get the victory today.
Of course, you've been watching the Stars of Tomorrow today, and there's been a lot of guys that have really stepped up their game today, Ralph. This has really been fun. Terrific game. Got some compliments to the officiating crew. I think they've done a nice job, led by Charles Cameron. These 10 and 11-year-old boys and girls have really performed well today. Final 20 seconds, 3rd down and 6. They need 46 yards to win the game. Deep throw. What a grab. Donovan Fisher with as good a catch as you'll see anywhere. Down to the 28-yard line. What a catch by Fisher.
What a tremendous job by Fisher going down the football field, tracking the ball, climbing the ladder, and coming down with it with 2 defenders on him.
Smartly throwing it straight down was Cataldi to stop the clock with 8.5 seconds left. They lost a yard on that spot. It's back to the 30. It really should be at the 29. They need 30 yards here.
Well, you want to try to possibly just heave it up and see if you can get a Hail Mary. See if Cataldi's arm is strong enough to get it into the end zone.
West is taking a timeout here. They want to make sure that the right guys are out there in the right places defensively. Chase Henkel was applying pressure on that throw. But again, a nice job delivering the ball by Cataldi.
Well, in these situations, at this age, you got to wonder what type of play could you run from this yard line. You're actually basically at the 29-yard line. You got to say, hey, look, can Cataldi heave it to the end zone, or do we do some type of pitch play and reverses and things of that nature?
Well, they respotted the ball to the 29 where it should be, so that's the first good start for the red-clad Eastern Stars. And it's a direct snap, and it's Kelly running the ball down the sideline and cut down at the 16-yard line as time expires. Six tie. I'll see if the coaches go out there and confer if they agree to play overtime. Now, we were told they probably won't, but hey, it's up to the coaches, and if they elect to do that, they can if they decide to do that. And they're going to call the coaches. You see the coaches come to the middle of the field. And we'll see if indeed they do play the overtime. Would you like to see them play it, or would you like to see it end up in a 6-6 tie?
Well, I think it all depends on the players. If they want to keep going on their health, it depends on the coaches as well. And this is possibly their last game of the season, so maybe they do want to go into overtime, keep it going, and try and see.
They are going to play the overtime, which is somewhat surprising, but hey, again, these are all stars. You're shuttling different players in. They want the experience of playing the overtime. So we're going to have extra football, free football for everybody.
They're giving you a great show.
How about some overtime football? Each team will get a crack at it from the 10-yard line. They have 4 downs. And the East will have it first. Well, you want to protect the football first and foremost, and you want to get a touchdown. And number 21, Kelly, is going to take the direct snap. Why not? Dylan's done everything today. Dylan Kelly gets 3 yards. Devoured by Anthony Garcia.
Anthony Garcia has been a nightmare this whole season, and he's showing up in this game with all-stars as well. And look at the play. Kelly's the best athlete on the Red All-Stars. Just keep giving it to him and see what he can do.
Of course, there's no clock in overtime. Kelly, 5 with a flag down. He's to the 3-yard line and spun out of bounds, but there's a holding behind the play, and this is really going to hurt Bantam East.
You did have some good blocks on the edge, but one of the blocks is held too long. And now the East All-Stars are going to be in a tough spot trying to punch this ball in.
Well, that's a disappointing call against the East. This is going to make it a lot more difficult, as Ralph alluded to. They'll stay in that wildcat with Kelly. And he's running to his right. He's got room down to the 5-yard line. Boy, he gets a burst of speed, doesn't he?
Yeah, that Kelly's a natural athlete, and you can tell he's a leader. Plays with pain. Look at him right there, just a little bit tired. He's the guy that doesn't care. Give me the football. I can make hay once I get it. Tremendous player, tremendous athlete.
Paladinas is checking in. Kelly's gone out. Crunk will be the feature running back, one would think, here as the Wildcat. 3rd down and goal. And it is Crunk. Trapped. Going to lose yardage. That west sideline is alive. The blue-clad All-Stars are jumping for joy. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Pajic and company, getting out there and stopping Carmel Crunk from getting steamrolling and getting downhill with that energy that he has with his big body. Rallying to the play. They all made that tackle on the stop. Critical play. Nice job on the 3rd down.
Pajic, Reddick, Benoit, they're all there. West sideline and their fans hollering for a defensive stop, and the East takes the timeout. And by youth football standards, Ralph, we have a marathon. This one's in overtime. Game's gone better than 2 hours. Been a long, hard-fought battle in Palmdale. Kelly is checked back in for this 4th down play. Well, you give it back to Kelly. Dillon's had the big game, but they've slowed him down here. Crunk was denied. Maybe throw the football, 4th down, try to get it to the end zone?
Yeah, you might have to pull a page out of TCU's book last night. They did the fake quarterback keeper. But suck the defense up, eyes glued in the backfield, and then throw the ball to your wide receivers in the end zone. It's a great play call. That's what Kelly's been doing this entire day. People will be expecting him to run, but we'll see what they call on this 4th down.
Well, Bobby Rodriguez is in that backfield. Remember, he had that interception earlier, and it's going to be Rodriguez asking for the football. And it's Bobby Rodriguez. And he's not going to get there. And Bantam West is held.
And you have to give credit to the defense of the Blue All-Stars. They've done a great job this entire morning, and now when it counts the most, all those guys in our defensive line, Benoit, Garcia, Pajic, these guys are having fun, getting into the backfield and having a party at the football, stopping them on 4th down.
And now the Blue Stars, the West, have 4 downs to try to score and win it. If they get the touchdown, the game is over. I'm still surprised they're in overtime playing it. I think it's great. Terrific opportunity for these young boys to play more football. Ina is the deep back. It is Ina. Ina keeps going. Touchdown. There's your game. The Ina TD run. And here comes the sideline of Bantam West to celebrate.
What a play call by the Blue All-Stars. Great job by their defense by getting 4 stops and critical downs. Once they get the ball back, hand it off on the left side. Good job by the offensive line, getting blocks up front, staying committed, and finish it off on the blocks and allowing Ina, that great vision and downhill run, to get into the end zone and close this game out.
A 10-yard touchdown run wins it for Bantam West. The Blue Squad rallies to win the game. A heartbreaking loss for Bantam East. But all the boys today, Ralph, played outstanding football.
Yeah, my hat goes off to both teams. All these players played football the way it's supposed to be played today. They had lots of fun, and these All-Stars, hats off to them. Did a great job, and they gave a great effort. These are the kids of the future.
To the sideline, and Charlie Downey.
Thanks, Randy. I'm here with Christian Ina. Christian, what was going through your mind when you scored that final touchdown to win the game?
Be spelling like Marshawn Lynch.
Thanks, dude. Okay, so for your trophy for being the MVP of the game, our MVP, you get this super cool Super Bowl hoodie. Here you go.
Thank you.
Awesome. See you, Christian. I'm here with Coach Nick. Coach Nick, what was going through your mind when you told Ina to run that last play?
What was going through my mind is I saw they've been cheating over to the left side, so I told them hit the hole and bounce it to the outside, and he hit the hole effectively and bounced it outside for the touchdown.
What does it feel to be All-Star champions?
It feels great. There's a good opportunity. The east side was a very tough competitor. As you can see, the game went to overtime, but at the end we were able to pull it through, and it feels great.
How do you think Christian acted on his wits on that final play and all through the game?
I think he did very well. All week we've been talking about unselfishness, be a team player, competing at the highest level, and that's what we got. Everyone came together, and we were able to succeed.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Randy and Ralph.
Thank you, Charlie. Well, what a game we saw here today, Ralph.
Well, it's tremendous. We see a lot of athletes, guys that are going to be doing a good job once they get into high school, and next year they're going to do a good job as well, probably on their respective teams as well. Great coaching by both sidelines as well.
That's going to wrap up our coverage of the Bantamweight PYFL All-Star Game. In overtime, Bantam West rallies to beat Bantam East on the Ina touchdown run, 12-6.